I started Planet Rehab actually as a result of listening to an NPR radio interview. I was stuck in LA traffic, which if anybody has been to Los Angeles, traffic is a huge, not lovely part of life. We would be 2 to 5 hours in traffic every day. So I remember it was Friday night and I was listening to Ira Flado's Science Friday. And he had a guest that was Michael Oppenheimer. And Michael Oppenheimer is a professor of Princeton University and one of the leading climatologists. And again, this is back in 2002. And he was talking about how there were already extinctions because of climate change. It freaked me out. He was also talking about mass migration, how there were species that were migrating away from the equators, including plant species, which I didn't know that plants could migrate. Anyway, the entire half-hour interview freaked me out so greatly that I thought, I have to do something. I was at that point donating to numerous organizations, environmental organizations, and I was dumbfounded that here in my car, in this half-hour interview, I learned more about what was happening climatically than I had through all of my other studies. And I thought, if I, who really love nature, have no idea how bad things are, chances are that most other people don't know as well. So I started Planet Rehab with the goal of giving a mouthpiece to nature and really telling the truth. So that was in Los Angeles, California. We turned our backyard into an animal sanctuary because we found that animals were much better representatives and ambassadors for the planet than we could ever be. So we rescued literally hundreds of animals. In our backyard, there were over 350 animals, 37 species of birds, the largest sulcata tortoise in the United States. And it was crazy. We would have all kinds of events. I am a big believer in environmental emotion. What I mean by that is, I don't believe that we really make decisions based on facts. I think we make decisions based on how emotions touch us. And so we would present emotionally charged events. The animals obviously bring out a certain amount of emotions. We had a walk-in parakeet encounter where you could walk inside the cage and the parakeets would fly to you and eat out of your hands. We would do plant-based food festivals when we learned that the reason that 200 species were going extinct every day, the number one reason was the cattle industry. We would do beach cleanups. We would do anything that we could think of to try to get people excited about taking care of the environment. We were one of the organizers of the largest climate event in the history of Los Angeles. I would literally speak at any opportunity, from Telemundo, Spanish-speaking news, Acceso Total, Kiss FM, any opportunity, even to go to kindergartens and preschools and universities. We would take our animals and just try to get people excited. We got to a point where we felt like we needed to do more. I am so plagued by this extinction equation. The fact that today 200 species will go extinct, it absolutely breaks my heart. The thought of one animal suffering is hard for me to handle, but the concept that 200 species will go extinct today is overwhelming. So we wanted to go to a place where we could do more than just talk about the issue, and we ended up finding Panama. We first went to a jungle lodge that we were interested in. It was really beautiful, called Rambala Jungle Lodge, but you had to hike up a mountain to get there, and that just wasn't going to work. And so through a series of very interesting coincidences, we ended up buying a chocolate farm, which is a 30-acre rainforest that has about 2,500 cacao trees. And that is where we've made our home here in Panama for the last 1 year and 9 months. And that's where we've been able to really do some of the most interesting, fascinating, and needed work to help protect this amazing planet of ours.